So we're going to be all set here for round number 6 of 7. I don't know. I feel like I just honestly have no idea how this matchup goes.
So my understanding of it is that Affinity is favored, but not by a ton.
I thought Affinity was favored. I feel like maybe the best cards, Reflector Mages at instant speed are probably pretty good. We can reset cranial platings and things like that.
Mantis Rider is the other big one.
Yeah,
just
Mantis
to be able
Rider.
to block like Blink Moth Nexuses and such.
But
there's also a lot of bad cards.
I feel really bad for Tyler. Every time we've had him on camera, he's mulligan.
I know.
It's the curse. It is the curse.
Yeah.
I'm going to check Matthew's deck out one more time here. It looks like he's playing 1 Master of Ethereum and 2 Etch Champions, along with these 2 Karns. I was seeing if there's anything else weird going on.
Yeah, it looks like he cut an Edge Champion, and depending on who you are, some people like to play 4 Steel Overseers, some people like to play 3 Steel Overseers. So it looks like those are kind of the cuts that Matt made from what I can see.
Yeah.
It's also down to 3 Volt Scourge, so maybe just, which is a little interesting to me. I think Volt Scourge is very, very good.
Okay.
So clearly played with the numbers. I know that kind of the Affinity aficionados that I was talking about, they all had different decks today. They were all trying slightly different things, and I know that they work together a lot. So is Tyler down to 5 again? Man, Tyler has the camera curse.
It's the curse, man. It's a real thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
As someone who's won on a mulligan of 5 on camera, I don't feel too bad. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't in Modern though, so I had like Ormondal and Deckenstone was like a 3-for-1 or something silly.
Sure.
I was like, yeah, all right, get out of here.
Sure. Yeah, mulling to 5 always feels good. It's always going to feel good, and hopefully it feels good on camera as well.
Oh yeah,
if you can win it.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, I'm hoping if I'm in Tyler's shoes, usually what I'm hoping is that Matt has the absolute best possible hand that he could have.
Yep.
And he crushes me.
And you just get Affinity'd.
Yep.
You just don't care.
And
dust yourself off.
I just couldn't do anything, so it's fine. All right, so I'm seeing. Yeah.
It was 5 spells.
Yeah, it was 5 spells, 2 Reflector Mages.
Yeah, that's not good. That is not the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta.
So our top 2 tables are drawing. They're walking by us here. We've got guaranteed, probably into the top 8. We've got Steve Locke on Humans, Jeremiah Nelson on Elves,
Yep.
Josh McLean on KCI, and then what was it? Chris. What was the Grixis player last round? Forgot his name.
Yeah, so we got 4 unique decks in the top 8 already.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we checked standings last round, and it does look like all those players realize that they can double draw.
Yep.
Potentially even play for some seeding. All right. Have you ever seen a Mold to 4 win?
No.
I have lost to a Mold to 4.
Well, you're an awful Magic player.
It was standard, and it involved him drawing 4 Charter courses, like in the first 3 turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Land. That's step 1. Wow, we got a 1-drop. Here we go.
All right. His hand's actually, I think it has a
Mantis
Rider
Rider
in it too.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
He's not messing around.
All right. And it looks like.
Well, this hand's nonsense, honestly.
Okay. He's going to need to be able to deal with this Mantis Rider if he can.
Well, he's going to play the Mantis Rider right now.
Yep, he certainly is.
Okay, Tyler could win this game.
He could. He absolutely could.
Attack you.
This is probably the best Mold of 4 you can get.
Yep.
That was an attack for 4.
Yep.
And I believe he's at 14 because he took 2 off the Volt Scourge, right? So Matt should be at 14?
Yeah, you're right. Man, I'm really sad, though. There's an Etch Champion. You just can't race that card. He's going to get cranial plating. We're going to be... Wow, there's an Etch Champion. And
is that an Arcbound Ravager?
It's an Arcbound Ravager.
Okay. That's actually pretty important, but I think the Etch Champion here has to be played.
Okie dokie. What do we got?
I think...
Whoa. Was that another... Was that a Phantasmal image?
Yes, it is. Maybe. Oh, it is.
It is.
He named cranial plating, I'm assuming?
Yeah. All right, attack you for 6.
Wow. Wow, Tyler.
What's going on?
I don't know, but this is probably the best you get.
So,
So I'm wondering what got named. So what?
it's cranial plating.
Ah, yes, okay. And that makes sense. I think that's the card that swings the life total enough. So this is actually pretty good because it means that he can attack with his Vault Scourge, gain some life, and we are way, way far away from just putting everything on Edge Champion.
You sure are.
But I think
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some blocking next turn.
this is pretty tough. I think we're attacking with both Signal Pests and the Vault Scourge and the Edge Champion. I think we're just... Maybe we leave back Edge Champion. Maybe not, I'm not sure.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. So we're face up. Both players have no cards.
Yeah, so this is a lot of math here. Okay, so we are swinging with the team. I think this is right. Tyler can block a Vault Scourge, but it's not great. And if he double blocks the Vault Scourge... Is there a...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see. Citadel.
I think he's one. Oh, there's a Citadel hanging out over there.
3, 4, 5, 6. So he can actually make the Vault Scourge a 7/7.
Yep.
And
eat both.
And eat both. And that's probably just lights out for Tyler.
I think I like this. Just like not doing, like you just can't block. You just like
Yeah.
you have to take it all.
So Tyler just declares no blocks. Which, I mean, I think that means some amount needs to get sacked. Maybe not, actually, because you're gaining 3.
3 right now.
Which goes to 11. Tyler's representing just a 6-point or 8-point.
The problem for Tyler here is, though, is he going to die to Edge Champion next turn?
Right, and that's where you have to do the math. Affinity is a lot of math, and if you're playing against it, you need to do that math as well. You need to not only think about this turn, but the following turn as well.
I don't know what that was.
I think Reflector Mage is a pretty okay draw, but not great. Looks like he can only attack with Mantis Riders, take Matt to 5. And this is what I was talking about with Vault Scourge, why Matt's down to 3 is 3 of them is crazy to me, because this is a card that lets you win races.
All right.
And I think now Tyler can make this a lethal attack.
It's 1 short, I believe. Actually, with the trigger, with the Signal Pest triggers, it is lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he has the two Signal Pest triggers, and he gets to sack 6 things here, I think.
Yeah, this is a lot of damage.
This is
tons.
Tons.
For as amazing as Tyler's hand was, like
He almost won too.
It was very close.
I think he's still just dead to this.
So the Signal Pests have kind of already done their damage, right?
Yeah.
So So Tyler probably has to block the Nobles on the Arcbound. He can't block Edge Champion.
Yeah, the Nobles are almost certainly blocking. I mean, the Meddling Mage also isn't doing anything at this point. There's no cranial plating.
So let's just say, like, we went to damage here. The Edge Champion's 3. Yeah, okay. He just realized this. He's dead.
Man.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he's dead.
Did he mold a 4?
Yeah, he mulled a 4, and he almost won. And if there wasn't a Vault Scourge in play, like, he would have won that game.
Oh, man. Do you think this Humans deck's any good?
Of it.
This Humans deck, is it any good? It's unfortunate that he mulled a 4 there, but, you know, it's a pretty crazy game in spite of things.
But the thing is, with the exception of his last turn, he played mana every turn.
Yeah.
So, like, even if he had 7 cards, he would have had a little bit more choice. But those Mantis Riders are some of the best things you can be doing in the matchup anyway. So, short of his last turn playing Noble, there's a good likelihood that he just died with cards in his hand.
That's fair, too.
So,
all right, well, for Tyler Schroeder, let's see. I'm trying to see. He's got some good things here. Pair of Reclamation Sages. Those are stone cold coming in.
Yep.
2 Gut Shots. We saw those do some damage.
Yep.
Pair of Dismembers. Pair of Katakis.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Dismembers, but the
Katakis
and the
is it Static Casters?
Static Casters are all gas. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler has tons and tons of tools for this. I think he's in really good shape post board.
Is Damping Sphere a possibility?
Get lost.
Nah.
Get lost.
Nice. That's all right. All right. Just wanted to know. Over on Matt's side, he's got 2 Aether Grid, a Spellskite, an Edge Champion, a Spell Pierce and a Spellskite. A Thoughtseize, a Dismember, a Gravitic's Cage, a Whip Flare, and a Torpor Orb.
Whip Flare. Okie doke.
Torpor Orb, very good against the Humans deck, shuts
Yep.
off all of the ETB effects. Whip Flare, also pretty good, especially combined with Torpor Orb. I like Dismember. You could bring in Thoughtseize if you want to. Typically when I'm doing that, I like to bring it in only on the play. Edge Champion, I think, is very good. Yeah, you're a little weak to flyers, but the ground can get gummed up with a lot of big things as well. And then lastly is Aether Grid. This is a card you'll often see Affinity players bring in almost like a hedge against Stony Silence.
Yeah.
Whether Matt brings it in, I'm not sure.
All right. Sounds good. I think we're going to have a much more competitive game, too. And I would be surprised if Humans gets browned with the amount of cards that he has in his board for this matchup.
Yeah, it looks like he's boarding pretty heavily. It looks like at least 6 cards.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the website for a minute here. So, pretty big point. I know a lot of people are asking if we're going to post a deck list and things like that, and we certainly are. If you head over to nerdragegaming.com, you can see in giant white letters in the bottom of the screen there. Check us out. There's there's the articles, there's discussions about what the deck lists get posted, a lot of strategy, tips and tricks, Q&As, and obviously our coverage page. And there's lots of cards in our inventory. There's tons of good stuff. It's a beautiful website, newly revamped. So definitely bookmark that. Check it out.
Yeah, a lot of great content on there. You can see deck lists, upcoming events, buy singles if you want. Also, as a reminder, our deck list products are 15% off.
The Dex Protection
Our
stuff,
Dex
yeah.
Protection
Yep.
is 15% off online. And so if you're looking for a deck box or something, check us out, thirdragegaming.com.
All right, let's hop back down here, and these guys are shuffling up for our second game. And one of these guys, if they win, should be able to draw the final round, I think, based on what it was looking like.
They're likely going to get paired against one of the 4 that we talked about earlier.
They'd be
Giroux.
the 501s.
Yes, and then probably draw.
Yeah.
There were 5 4-0s.
You're
so
right.
they're likely to get paired against each other in the next round. Like the 2 who weren't paired this round get paired. But sometimes, if there's a set of players who have already played each other, that can get thrown off.
All right. This guy's getting ready to get it going.
So Tyler, we've seen today, mold to 5.
Every time.
Mold to 5, mold to 4.
I have, okay, so I'm going to run the numbers. He's 77% to keep 7 cards here. It's just good math, man.
That just makes perfect sense.
It's just, I'm just going to tell you. The odds are in his favor. You see? He's keeping.
Hey.
I think.
I'm sure he's very happy about it.
I'm keeping. I believe he has a, he doesn't have any, like, removal, but.
I'm pretty sure I just saw him count his hand a couple times and say, man.
What is this?
I have 7 cards
He's got
in
7.
my hand?
You see the 77% are paid off? I told you. You guys, this is why I'm the greatest ever at this game, is because my math skills are just on par.
Yeah. They're just perfect.
They're on par, especially here in Iowa. I feel like my math skills have gotten better since we've come to Cedar Rapids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've really learned a lot.
It's that irrigation out here.
Yeah, it's that, and I think the water might have got to the. I had osmosis in the shower today. I think the Iowa water really got me going.
Yeah.
So.
Comes with a lot of minerals and fluoride.
Yeah, you need that kind of stuff in your life. So, all right. All jokes aside, here, I'm hoping Matt has the not mulligan to 4, because I'd hate to see 7v4 again.
Yeah. But Affinity does mulligan quite a bit. So.
I am atrocious with Affinity. Speaking of math,
it is one of my favorite decks. It looks like he has
no
lands.
All right.
Going to 5.
Well,
a lot of mulligan going on.
I think that's why I played Dredge for so long, is because the mulligan you don't care.
It's true.
So, they're almost actively good for you to mulligan with Dredge.
Sometimes, yeah. No, I agree. My experience with the deck, I very much enjoyed that fact. It's just Post board, you kind of needed to mulligan aggressively sometimes because
Yeah.
you'd want to find an answer to like a rest in peace or something. But you never felt bad about mulliganing
Yeah.
most of the time.
I think the running joke was that just like everyone that I talked to says that I would mulligan like the perfect hand. Like even if it showed itself to me, I'd probably just like, nah, you could do better with 6. So that's how I play the game. I don't know, for better or for worse, I suppose. One land here.
All right.
Good
all
enough.
right. I mean, I think we're keeping it.
Yeah, good enough. Tyler just says like this stone nuts curve basically here.
It looks like it. Yep.
All right, boom, signal pest again. Beat this one.
And that's a phantasmal image.
That is.
Does he have a Kataki? Oh, looks like a meddling mage.
Meddling mage. You just name plating every time here?
That or Arcbound Ravager, I think, are the two names.
Yeah, mage is on plating this time. There's a springleaf drum. Maybe he has another springleaf drum. Oh, he has a whip flare.
Yeah.
And 2 cranial platings.
That's actually
good name.
It's a little awkward because like he kind of wants to whip flare.
Oh
Ooh,
my
wow.
goodness.
Oh,
Well,
no, he's not playing it.
yeah, so he drew the Kitesail Freebirder. Kind of why Brad and I were like, oh, that's great. Well, that's also
Rex
great.
Sage. Wow.
He just destroy the springleaf drum here, you think?
Potentially.
Or do you get rid of his
Actually-
creature that turns it on?
Yeah, in general, I think you do. So he's making mana, but it has nothing to do with it.
Uh-huh. Just solid play. All right.
Now, if he draws a red source, so Spire of Industry is the card that, or a mountain, is what Matt wants to draw right now. Oh my God!
Brad, you just give him the caster
I
curse.
did.
Well, this whip flare is going to be disgusting.
Yes, you do it now.
How's a 3-for-1?
I think it's
feel?
a sorcery, right? So.
Yeah.
So the Springleaf Drum, coming in huge.
Wow,
allows
that
Matt
is.
to Matt's down to 13. You have to take a pointed damage.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
And I think Tyler's at 17 by the time.
Tyler has another Rex Sage, though, I think.
Yeah, okay,
Just
yeah, Tyler's at 15. He's taking a bunch of damage
From
off his
the
canopies.
The canopies, yeah.
Was that a Rex Sage taking out Drum?
Yeah,
Oof.
that's great.
All right.
But now he has double plating. Like, you just, like, deploy both of these? Oh, man.
Is that a Steel Overseer?
Steel Overseer and Arcbound Ravager.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
This is going to be
Matt's
fun.
going to go off next turn, assuming this thing lives.
I think he has a Dismember in hand. Oh, he's Reflector Mage.
Okay. Definitely looking to Reflector Mage.
I mean,
here.
Tyler's still in great shape, but the 3-for-1 was awesome at the time. He needed exactly the Spire or a Mountain, and he hit, and 3-for-1'd him. Just
These canopies are coming with a real cost, though. To take 2 damage every spell you play.
Yeah, I feel like the human deck's just going to deal chunks, though, when he hits him. So I don't think he's really
Yep.
under too much pressure from his life total here.
Right. I think the Reflector Mage here was very huge. Ooh,
Yeah,
Gal
Blast, though.
All right. Matt still needs a land, but here comes Arcbound Ravager. Which, if I'm Tyler, I'm like, oh, man, he had Overseer into Arcbound. I'm really glad I played this Reflector Mage.
Thalia's Lieutenant. That one's pretty solid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like I said, the chunks are going to happen here, so I don't think it's of that much consequence that he's taken a bunch off of the canopies.
There might be a world here still. Oh, yeah, Rex Sage is not a
A
human.
human, right. That'd be good.
So Tyler's at 12 because he took another point. And there is a world here where Matt can maybe win with Inkmoth Nexus.
I think Matthew's at 6 as well here.
Yeah.
He just took 5, right?
3, 4, 5, yes.
No, the Rex Sage is an elf, I believe.
I believe that is correct.
I believe it's an elf druid. I don't know. I'm not too good on those. Reclamation save is an elf shaman. Excuse me.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a great one.
So, yeah, Phantasmal Image is going to probably bounce. Copy Reflector Mage bouncing Arcbound Ravager.
Yeah, I think so, because then you're at the point where...
oh, okay. So, he doesn't have Metalcraft. Or no, he does have Metalcraft. So, if he takes a point of damage and he Galvanic Blasts the Reflector Mage, then... Ooh.
Which one did we pick here? So now we're going to have... Yeah.
I think Matt forgot he didn't have... Okay. So Matt just realized he didn't have
Metalcraft.
that he did actually have Metalcraft. He killed the Thalia's lieutenant, even though he really wanted to kill the Reflector Mage.
Yep.
And you can see it on his face that he missed it.
Yep.
Which would have absolutely been the right play. If he can kill the Reflector Mage in response, it's not lethal.
Yep.
And then I actually think with a land, he has a really good shot of
To kill
winning
him
with
with
Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah, with the platings.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to get to a third game.
Yeah.
That was a very tight one.
And
I don't know how much the mistake mattered. I mean, obviously it cut him off of a turn.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because now you literally have Seal over to your Arcbound Ravage on the field.
Yeah.
So like everything gets huge.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean it's unfortunate. You kind of got to shake it off. This is one of those things though. Affinity is you have to play surgically.
Yeah.
And if you make any mistake, it can definitely cost you.
Yeah, I think my problem, my biggest problem with Affinity is that I don't know if this is true or not, but in what I feel is that the hate cards are just so good against you. They're so good. They're all lights out. Kataki, lights out. Stony Silence, lights out. Things like Is It Staticaster, lights out. You just, like, Rex Sage right there was incredible. So
Yeah, it was good.
there's just so many cards that people are just playing incidentally that get you. I feel like I just can't beat the hate cards ever, and I feel like you got really lucky in games 2 and 3. I mean, Affinity's a great deck, don't get me wrong. So, all right. So we're getting ready to get to game 3 here.
Yeah, and chat's bringing up a good point that I think we might have missed is how did he cast Phantasmal Image? He had double canopy Cavern of Souls.
Oh, he did.
And I believe he should not have been able to cast the Phantasmal Image.
The second, yeah.
We missed it.
He used it for champion on turn 1, that's right.
Yep. So it's a little unfortunate.
Yep. All right, here we go. Let's see what. So
We'll
both players keep 7 here.
Ooh, and Matt has a good start.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Put 4 cards in play.
And he has a Galv Blast for an early play.
There's an Aether Vial. And a Noble. All right. Oh, wow. He's got Cranial Plating, too. Yeah, Matthew's hand is real good here.
Yeah, this is a fantastic start.
Galv Blast. Wow, here we go. Smack for 1.
And this keeps Tyler off any turn 2 play like Mantis Rider. It looks like maybe a freebooter he's potentially going to be able to get in there.
Is that good enough?
I don't.
Matthew has 1 card left, though. So,
Yeah, and he doesn't have a lot of toughness either.
a champion.
Oh, wow.
Vial.
Okay. This
How
gives,
big is this? How? Oh, wow.
Oh, that's.
Another Galv Blast.
I think you're supposed to save this one.
How big is this Cranial Plating right here? It's so he has Darksteel Citadel as well.
Very big now.
So he gets to infect him over 2 turns?
If he wants to. I think you're supposed to, actually.
Yeah, I think so as well. So it's going to be 1, 2. It's attack for 8 right here, I believe.
Yeah, he
8
turned.
infect?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Yep.
See, my math. My Iowa math, man. So 8 infect.
Oh, we have a thing for this.
We sure do, Brad.
My lovely wife Michelle made all of these overlays that you're seeing.
Look at that. Look how good I am.
Yeah.
I put it right on the overlay so fast, too. I was like, man, we have
great.
this.
Yeah, and Mantis Rider is not even good enough here. Matt has a Galv Blast in his hand. So in response here, we're going to see kill your Kite
Yeah,
Sail,
wow.
and there's
Holy
game.
cow. That was so fast.
Yeah, that was turn. It would have been turn 4.
Wow. Yeah, turn 4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think Matthew Denner is going to go ahead and punch his ticket into the top 8 with any luck in the pairings.
Yeah, so
should be good.
That's an Affinity player in the top 8 probably, and he's running 2 cards. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm sad we didn't get to see the Karns, but that's just like...
Well, I think they probably came out in this match.